Right now, though, on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we're shining the spotlight on education within our beautiful country. Now, promoting a culture of excellence within South Africa's education system has been a goal met with many challenges over the years, and is an issue that continues to have ripple effects across many of our country's sectors. Now, yesterday, the Afrikaanse Taal en Kultuurvereniging, or Afrikaans Language and Culture Association, hosted their National Teachers Conference with the aim of tackling the challenges within South Africa's education system. Now, Annelie Oosthuizen and Andre Hendricks, both project organizers of the ATKV conference, join us in studio this morning just to shed some light in terms of the outcome of yesterday's conference. Annelie, Andre, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it. Big topic we're talking about. First and foremost, education is the number one thing I think that needs to be addressed in our country going forward as well. But I think let's start at the beginning. Andre, what are some of the challenges that we are facing currently within the education systems?
Well, as we know, it's public knowledge that South Africa has got an educational crisis. And if you consider that 70 to 80% of our schools are underperforming or dysfunctional. So I believe keep back to basics. And what's an effective school? Effective school is basically where all role players work together, where the principal manage, teachers teach, and parents are actively involved.
That's it. It needs to be a unit.
Absolutely. And we see the results. I mean, if you look at poorer countries, for example, Kenya, Tanzania, even Mauritius, Swaziland, it's doing better than South African education. So that is shocking.
No, that is absolutely shocking, you know, because we have such a diverse country. We can do so much when it comes to education. Now, at the conference, Annelie, you guys spoke about the fact that how school leadership directly impacts the learning outcomes. Let's talk about that relationships a little bit. Unpack that for us.
Right. The main theme of the conference was management and leadership. And we focused on school management as well as management and leadership in the classroom. We believe that when an institution of learning is functioning efficiently, then the outcomes will also be achieved lower down. Also, we believe that education is everybody's responsibility. It cannot only be left with some of the role players in the community. School principals, educators, parents, learners, it's everybody's responsibility. And if everybody takes hands to achieve the outcomes, it's going to be a better outcome for the country as a whole.
Absolutely. And I think it's quite sad because of these challenges. I mean, the passion when it comes to education has been absolutely dampened over the past couple of years, and there's so much to do. And I would love to say that it's going to change, you know, in the short term, but I think it's going to take some time, obviously, to address the education challenges within our systems. But from your side, if you take a look at some of the teachers, you know, what are some of the tools that educators can implement or maybe use in the short term to really make sure that they meet these challenges or get above these challenges that our education system faces?
Yes. Well, first of all educators have to realize that when they have a teaching qualification, it's only an entry-level qualification. Teaching is a type of career, profession that requires lifelong learning. Teachers have to stay abreast with the best practice, and that was also one of the aims of our conference, to share best practice of how to deal with various situations and how to adapt your skills to achieve the best outcomes in every possible situation. It's not only about what we teach, but it's also about how we teach, the methodologies, and also not only the content of the curriculum, but also the support that the teachers can provide to learners in classrooms with various challenges.
Because I think when it comes to, at the end of the day, it's a personal thing, you know, from a teacher's side. It's a personal thing. It's a passion that you need to have for it, and the respect for teaching as a profession as well. Listen, thank you very much for joining us this morning. I know that there's so much to talk about. There's so much to be addressed. We could sit here the whole day, but appreciate the conference as well that you guys put together and just really shining the spotlight on education in South Africa. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
That was Annelie and Andre, the project organizers for the education at the ATKV. Right now, next up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Markie Sarkoff in die pyjamas is nie, oefen lekker saam.